I am in.
Okay.
Ah. Mm. Oops. Mm. I appear to have completely forgotten how to scrub things. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
That makes it a little more fair, since I can't really scrub in first person yet.
Not a fan of these corners, man. Just you actually have to like slow down. Thought this was MX bikes.
Oh. Didn't think it was possible to wreck in these whoops. Turns out, possible. Oh boy, that's not a 250 line.
Oh, too fast. Too fast. You whore. Oh, those tough blocks are real.
I don't like that corner.
No.
like a supercross track that you can learn in 10 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've got a consistent fast line through the sand, but
Yeah, that's probably the hardest section since it's like varied.
oop. I'm not really sure where I've got 1.4 seconds in this track.
I wouldn't worry about that too much.
I know where I've got a half a second or 6/10, but
I think that'll be enough. I haven't looked at the times, but I don't think I've gotten close to that one again. I don't remember it being a lap that I attempted to go fast, so I don't even remember what I did. Which is nice. Don't know which lines I took, you know. Just looked down and when did that lap happen?
that's not the right gear.
Wish I understood anything about tire pressure in this game.
I've just been leaving it stock lately. Like
Yeah,
none of
same.
it makes sense, so
It doesn't seem to really matter.
yeah, like your ideal time's still like 1.1 seconds faster. In the first sector, you're half a second faster on your ideal lap. All right, that doesn't even make sense. Your best time is 1.4 seconds faster than mine, but I'm faster in 4/10. So there's, but if you look at her, oh no, that's one and a. How did you gain 1.5 seconds in the first sector?
I don't know where the first sector ends.
That's ridiculous. I think you cheated.
Where's the first sector end?
I don't know. Over the like long double.
Really?
How the hell did you gain a second and a half from the start finish line to that?
I don't know. Couple laps I've hit the on-off like fucking perfect. Like land off the triple, not have to lift at all. But by a couple laps, I literally mean probably 2 laps I've been able to do that. And if I somehow did that the same lap that I was really good on the finish line corner there, I'd imagine that's what that was. There's a ton of time to be gained in those 290s, I feel like.
Like, I feel like that was damn near perfect, and I ain't gaining no second and a half there.
Whew. I don't know. Maybe I cut the track.
I don't know, like timing gates might just be messed up too. Oh,
Yeah, I'm not gonna claim it's a me thing at all.
like if it was in like one of the rhythm sections, I'd be like, all right, maybe he's taking a different line that's way faster and sets them up better for the corner or something. But I just don't feel like there's that much time there. Yeah. Oh, no, not a fucking chance in hell. Not even on a green Sunday. Like, I think that's all I got, man.
I would be perfectly fine with that. Like I said, it's not like I've matched that lap again.
Holy fuck me.
Ah.
B Hicks just posted a picture of the Hard Rock Cafe's posted menu, like big billboards for outside. A Maine lobster roll. Well, it says Maine lobster rolls, so, but it says bites. So I'm gonna guess maybe you get like two like little mini. Like it's $280 fucking dollars. I can go to Red Lobster, get a Maine lobster roll for $7. Fucking ridiculous.
I wish there were 10 more feet before the loop started.
It would make them a lot easier, but
Yeah, I can tell the laps that I wrecked there, just because I fuck up the entry.
yeah, it still leaned over trying to corner the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Or
had one or
just-
two that.
The fun one is when I've just finished turning, but leave the ground off the starter whoop so it corrects too much. And then the rear end just goes left. That's fun too.
The hippity hoppity. Yeah, there were a couple that I probably should have died, but sometimes the fact that the cowie doesn't turn comes in handy.
God. There's one way to go through the sand where you can triple, and I found it once, and I've been looking for it since. I cannot find it again.
I tried that to begin with, and I'm like, I can't consistently do this without feeling like sometimes I hit like a brick wall and I've stopped. So I'm going to try to find the low lines.
This long double is giving me so many problems.
Yeah, it's because like if you hit the corner well and you send it, you jump way too far. But you need the momentum for the rhythm section. Fucking replay is wild. I don't know if my thing's just bugged with your bike sound, or if it's the reverb doesn't come through on replay mode. So there's no bike sound, but I get like when you hit the brakes and when you shift with the echo.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting. I guess there's no need for me to hide that line in practice from you.
The triple out of the corner?
The after the long double, taking the inside to double so that you don't end up awkward out.
No,
I came up behind you and I'm like, I don't know if he noticed that that line was faster. So I'm gonna go to the outside and
you were behind
hit the big
me.
line.
There was a lap that you were behind me that I think I did the outside just so in case you didn't know about the inside.
Well, see how I saw you do that, and I was like, oh, so he doesn't know about the inside. So
Yeah,
when you messed up the long double, I'm like, all right, I gotta go to the outside. Not, make him wonder why I was going there.
Yep, the lap that I was behind you, you did the triple in, and it was very obvious that it was not faster.
It was not.
You fucking tough block cunts. It's time to smoke, I believe.
Yeah, you get 7.5 minutes left on the clock.
Yeah, I'm gonna smoke and then I'll be ready. It's nice that the start goes. It might not wreck on the first turn or straightaway.
Oh, I will. I've never not wrecked on the first corner of a start, I don't think.
No, that's me. Remember, a whole shot then wreck. That's what I do in
No, so you whole shot and then wreck. I wreck in the start corner.
Ah. Are you gonna do any more practice?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna pick 12. I didn't see enough E-Road to warrant a reset.
No, I don't think we gotta reset it at all.
Okay.
The corners are so fucking wide that I don't think that we're even remotely close to hitting the same line over and over again for it to matter. All right, I'm gonna take 11 on the other side of the gate,
Okay.
I think.
That's where I was gonna go, but I didn't want you to take 12 if I was in 11. Uh, I like
I was
the
gonna like
track is
look.
fun.
It is. It was actually quite enjoyable. This was
It's
kind
very
of like,
easy, but it's nice. The nice flow.
well, so this was the first idea of doing our own Supercross season was just to make somewhere like take the trap maps and just take sections like out of the rhythm.
Hmm.
But then started doing recreations. It's like, oh, this isn't so bad if I make them and they're not peaky and they're rolly, and it didn't work out.
I don't know. I feel like you started making changes because of complaints from Dirt, and things went downhill. I still say San Francisco is perfect. It was such a fun track.
I did, and then I started making some changes
Honestly,
based off of like the
honestly,
fact that
like
you
San
didn't have to
Diego as
take the
well.
berms. Yeah, but then it was just like the berms being so far back and everybody was just taking the insides. So, all right, let's try to move those closer.
Yeah, that got lame at A2, but I don't. I probably can't make a fair judgment of A2 because I was so just fucking like a battered woman, just terrified to lean that Suzuki in any direction. So fucking slow in the corners because I'm not gonna wreck. I'm just not gonna wreck. And okay, now I'm a second and a half slower lap because that's how slow I need to go in the corners to not wreck. But part of that was not being able to lean back far enough in corners, which is honestly switching my forward back lean to the left stick was probably the hardest thing I've ever done.
When so I did it.
That's probably why it took me 2 months to say, okay, we can race again. And
Um,
auto sit will probably be an off-season project because that'll take another at least 2 months, if not more. I don't,
yeah,
I can't, I don't know how to do that. And it'll hurt me in a couple sections, but
I honestly think on these bikes you can basically stand up everywhere and be fine.
that was my other thought was just fin it,
Yeah, like
just never sit.
especially if he keeps making the tracks, it's basically too bumpy to really sit in most corners.
Hmm.
So it's like sitting is to help
Yeah,
like
you have
landing
to.
or orient the bike.
Yeah, you have to sit so late. It's really hard for me to sit, downshift, brake all at the same time while leaning back and starting the corner. There's just too many things for my brain to do.
Yeah, and then you got to stand up before the exit because of the acceleration bumps.
Yeah.
So, which I'm sure auto sit does not help with at all.
Well,
So,
it kind of partially, like, as you open up your steering, you start to stand up. Like, it works fine. It's really only on really chopped out sweepers where you're turning quite a bit, like pretty much all of Patagonia.
yeah, yep.
But it really, I don't think it's been much of a problem at other tracks since.
MXGP doesn't race this weekend, right? It's next weekend.
I think they do. I think
Oh, that's gonna
Portugal
fuck
is this
me.
weekend.
That's gonna fuck everything all up. I'm gonna have it's gonna be another one of those fucking weekends where Brandon's got four fucking screens open.
Why? What else is going on?
It is. Portugal is tomorrow.
Uh,
More like I'll watch F1 as a sprint race weekend. So the sprint race starts at the same time as the MXGP qualifying race tomorrow.
Oh. I don't know if I'll be home for MX2 qualifying, which I don't really care, but I should be back home before MXGP qualifying.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
And
gonna have them open,
then
but
motos start at 8 a.m. Sunday. You'd probably be up for that, right?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Forgot why I wasn't. Oh yeah, because F1's in America. I won't be up till 1 o'clock in the morning going, oh, I should be
Ah.
like tomorrow. I mean, yeah, even
Oh, those are pretty
the
much the times for the weekend after, too. Well, yeah, they're in Europe now, so the times will be kind of consistent. 7 a.m. start. They're an
yeah.
hour earlier for the next two. I forget if we get France or not. I forget when we did that. Is it the
Well, I mean,
14th?
that will more or less depend on whether Brandon remembers to
No, we don't get
cancel it or
France.
not.
I think it's the 14th we did it on. So we get
I mean, there's a
Galicia.
90% chance that Brandon just forgets to shut off the auto renew
I'll remind you to not give them money. They don't fucking deserve it.
because I
Unless
killed my ESPN subscription since they stopped being able to.
practice is over. Let me get.
I can't watch hockey on it because they don't actually have any of the playoffs. And
No warm up.
F1 now the only thing that you get is the race, and I forgot which race they didn't. You weren't. I wasn't even allowed to watch one of them still, and I was like, well, then I'm not paying you for anything.
Jesus. Um. Okay, I'm ready when you are.
I'm on the grid.
Oh well, that's the warm up.
Well, then I won the warm up, and I get gate pick.
I didn't practice any starts. I don't think my gearing's
Neither
high
did
enough
I.
for my third gear start. Fuck it, try it anyway.
Hmm. Uh-oh. Yeah, knew that was gonna happen. Should have just fucking cut you off.
Oh boy.
Mm. Oh, I forgot to start recording.
Those tough blocks are real.
Yeah, that was stupid.
Sorry.
No, you're good. It was a tight space. I wasn't sure I was gonna be able to hold the inside anyway.
I just kind of was going everywhere. That was my fault. Ended up in a place I had never been in practice, so I didn't have any idea where to go.
Yeah, oh, fuck me. The bunk in the corner before that. Can't talk and try to take these corners. It doesn't work. Oh, fuck me.
Did I fuck you up?
No. No, I slammed the fucking dead tough locket on.
Oh!
And it is solid, solid.
I was worried about that move because I wasn't sure if I was going to clear you or not.
No, like I looked behind me and stopped paying attention to where I was going for a split second and smoked the tough lock head on.
Ah.
So did you fuck me up? Yes, because if you weren't there, I wouldn't have looked behind me. But that's not your fault. That might have been like the worst place to wreck on this track. Oh, you son of a bitch, Brandon. Yeah, good race.
Do you have a lap not count?
Yep.
Fuck.
I don't think it would have mattered anyway.
Uh,
Good race.
that was that was the best race that I've ran since Redbud last summer.
No, you did good. You what? You only went down what, 2, 3 times?
Yeah, but the first time since then that I didn't give up a gap to you and were significantly worse than you at the end of a race. That's a fun track.
It is. I don't necessarily particularly like the corners because my front end doesn't particularly like the corners. But
See, I'm surprised that you had more issues than I did because it's usually the other way around. They are pretty flat. Is that what you're
yeah, it was
referring
just
to?
like there was wide and sweeping, and I was just consistently I'd carry too much speed in it, and then I'd
Mm.
have to try to turn too sharp to not go out
Oh.
off the bank.
Well, maybe my slow corner speed actually helped.